just have about 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, that's
a little bit
fine.
less. So this is Brandi and
Hi, guys.
Hey, Brandi.
What's going on? How are you? Good. So, whatever. Shoot. Somebody.
So what? How come the Japanese talent weren't able to be out here that you talked about?
Honestly, that's on Kenny Omega. Honestly, no, really it is. It's so funny because I can't really communicate with these gals, and Kenny is fluent in Japanese, which is awesome. So no, it's not his fault. But hopefully we'll coordinate to get them out here more frequently, much sooner. But it was kind of a last-minute dash there, and it's hard to get folks all the way from Japan sometimes.
How's your first few months been as a sub?
It's been great. I'm in my element, which is controlling everything and always either being busy or pretending to be busy. That's kind of what I like to do. So, no, but I'm actually, like, today was one of the busiest days of my life. But it's been great. I love communicating with people. I love being on it all the time. I love never putting my phone down, and that's what I get to do now. So it's actually frustrating when I have to do things like hair and makeup because I have to put the phone down. It's just crazy.
Has the marketing background and everything that you did come into play pretty well?
Yeah. I mean, I think every experience that you have prepares you in some kind of way for everything that you do. So definitely in marketing, what I did was I worked for Princeton Review, so I work with teachers and counselors and principals and all of that stuff. And so I'm just a communicator. I like to talk to people. I like to make deals. So that's what we're doing.
How difficult has talent acquisition been, or how fun has talent acquisition been for you, and just kind of finding women to fill out the roster?
It's been extremely fun, and I don't mean to brag in saying that it's been incredibly easy. Every conversation that has been had is so positive. I don't have to sell anybody on anything. I mean, most of the time people reach right out to me, which is amazing. That already takes half the job away from me. And they're so excited about it, and they're just looking to start to talk, and I'm like, hey, I have this list and you're on it. So thanks for reaching out, and this is great. I'd love to talk more, and we take it from there. It's really a good problem to have a lot of people interested, and in every situation you're going to have more people interested than you have room for, which is what we got going on right now, but that's great. And literally every person who's reached out has been fantastic. Like there's no person that's reached out that I've been like, wow, it's been like, hey, how can I make this work? How can there be room for them? Because of course we want to make sure that everybody is treated great. So I don't want to just sign 800 people and then they sit around and they can't do anything, or they have like meaningless things here and there. I want everything to mean something for everybody that's a part of our roster. So.
Is that AEW's reputation already preceding it to make that easy on you like that?
I guess it is. I mean, people talk, which is great. A lot of these folks see each other at shows every weekend and whatnot, and word travels pretty quickly when people are excited about something and interested. So word is traveling for us in a really good way.
Brandi, quick question on contracts. So you talked about both female talent and male talent receiving equal pay, which is fantastic. But can you elaborate a little bit more, like what exactly what is like an incoming talent? Like where does that base pay kind of start?
Well, so obviously I'm under NDAs that I can't tell you how much
Sure.
money people make. But so if you're someone who's coming straight from the indies, and maybe you've not been on television for a while, if you're male or female, you're starting at the same spot. If you're someone who has been on TV for a while, and maybe you've been a champion at a company, and you're kind of, there are a lot of players that look the same, whether they're male or female. So they start at the same spot. There really is the difference with places that I've worked before. There have been a lot of times where no matter what, you start at this, or this is your weekly, or this is your per show. But then if you talk to a man, the per show is completely different. And they may be a man who's never been on TV before. I worked for a company where I had a pay that was okay, but it was way below pays of people who have never been on TV before. And I've been in this industry for a long time. I worked for some of the top companies, so why is that? So that's something that we really didn't want to do. And we're achieving that. It's going really good right now. Everybody seems to be really happy, so we're going to keep going.
Great, thank you.
Are you looking at bringing anyone like from the past, like a Lisa Varon or someone like that?
From what?
Are you looking to bring back anybody from like the past, XOW, like say like a Lisa Varon or someone like that?
So we're open to everything. Obviously, everything has to make sense to bring somebody on. So I would say don't be surprised to see people from the past in any capacity. But I definitely think one thing that we're wanting to focus on are fresh faces, which is why a lot of like the I guess most prestigious name that you heard tonight is Aja Khan. Obviously, she's been around for a very long time. She's amazing. So, but then to be able to announce her with someone like Kylie Ray tonight, man, she's made such a name for herself, and she was a crazy free agent for a while, where everybody was going, "What's her deal? What's her situation? Is she under a deal?" Like, so it's nice to have people like that together and being able to show what they can both do and not putting it on some kind of ranking system. I just think talented people can work together and achieve some great things. So we're really focused on making sure that the young talent, and if there are older talent, that they're all featured and highlighted the same.
Because you don't want people sitting around, how many women do you think will be on the roster ultimately in the beginning?
Well, we got Double or Nothing coming, so I don't really want to tell you a number, because then you're going to guess what the situation is and whatever.
I was trying to be sneaky, sorry.
Yeah. I will say that at Double or Nothing, there's going to be really good representation of females. Every show, will there be that same exact representation of females? No, let's hope not. That would be silly, just for the sakes of numbers. Everything's going to be what makes sense. But I think people will be very, very pleased with how women are portrayed on the show. And then, of course, like today, when Conrad and Alex were talking in the very beginning, I actually sent them text messages when they said Britt Baker is the only signed woman, and I was like, absolutely not. Like, Penelope Ford is an incredible female wrestler. I don't wrestle as much, but I'm a female wrestler, so we do have a roster. Like, you guys, like, come on. But yeah, so we're definitely going to have spots for a lot of females to be featured across that show, and we're hoping that that will be a good representation of what you can expect from us in the future with women.
What are some aspects of the job are you looking forward to doing, like, that you haven't really gotten to yet since it's been so early and everything like that? Is there anything that stands out and you're like, oh, I can't wait to do that?
So I've done a little bit of kind of community outreach, just a little bit, because we're just getting started, and that I have to say has been the most fun. Talking to different organizations on things that we can do together that just make me happy. That has been my favorite part so far. But I'm working with a lot of different things in Vegas to see what kinds of things we can do at Double or Nothing, and we should have some cool dignitaries there that will be able to have watch the show and maybe do some activities with some cool groups. So that stuff's fun. I know you had a question. Did you? No, don't worry about it. I thought I saw you do. Maybe you're scratching your head.
Once we got answered, are you expecting a women's championship title at Double or Nothing?
Well, you said, am I expecting? I'm not expecting that to be that quick. But there absolutely, obviously, will be a women's championship for sure. But as far as Double or Nothing goes, I think it's a miss to do too many things at once. Some things get lost in the sauce, and that's a huge thing. So I personally would like to take our time and build on that and make that really cool. Yeah.
Hey guys, thank you so much.
Good.
I really appreciate
Awesome.
that. And we're going to
Thanks.
have Cody. I'm going to join you in a second. Brandi, thank you so much.
Awesome. Yeah.